All right, welcome in everybody to Dike-New Hartford baseball. Varsity back here at home for one of the last two games of the year. We'll see Williamsburg. The Williamsburg Raiders are in town here. Brad and I'll talk a little bit here about what we saw leading up to this one. We had three games that Wolverines played over the last week. Really, has it been? It's been about a week.
It's been about a week.
Man,
Yep, yeah, you're
feels
about
like
right.
It's been a long time.
Yep, it has.
And then we'll talk a little bit about Williamsburg and see, again, we're going to have our senior night stuff. We'll try and get a good mic on the speaker system there for the senior night activities. We'll keep it on live for that as we get going here. So Williamsburg currently taking their warm-ups. So talking, as we said, about what we've seen since we were on last, Wolverines last Thursday went over to Jessup. Cooper Steffen got the start. Wolverines just struggled really early in that one. Got down 8-0 after two. Only had two hits and scored one run. Steffen went an inning. He pitched into the second, but he started that game and only recorded an inning's worth of outs. Threw 45 pitches, had 3 walks. Aiden Walston came in. First time we've seen him on the bump for the varsity this year. Mm-hmm. He came in and threw two and a third innings, and then Colin Meester, who we'll see tonight as the starter, cleaned it up with 2/3 of an inning pitched there in that game against Jessup. And an 11-1 loss. Really, the Wolverines just couldn't get hits. Again, with only 2 on the night, and Jessup came out. Treptow pitched for Jessup, who's their third, probably their number 3 pitcher. 2 or 3, depending upon where they're at in their rotation. But he threw a pretty good game against the Wolverines, and just a couple of little things there with the Wolverines on that night. It was a weird night over there in Jessup.
Yeah, and it seems like the Wolverines have struggled a little bit these last couple games. I mean, a tight one in the second game against Denver, a tight one with Union. Struggled. They go to Jessup, lose that one, and then of course the ones that really count, they lose in Columbus.
Well, and yeah, you're talking about that. Monday night, Wolverines went to Columbus, an opportunity for the conference, really. Needed one of 2 wins over there in Columbus to take the conference title for the second time in 3 years. But the third year in a row that it's come down to DNH in Columbus. They're in either at here or in Columbus. Game 1, Carson Costello got the start. He ended up catching the loss in that one. The Wolverines trailed 4-0 after the first inning. Costello went 3 2/3, had only 4 walks, but 3 Ks, gave up 4 hits and 3 earned runs. Wolverines did commit 3 errors on the night, and that really was what hurt them in that first inning, was a couple of bad errors that just cost them there early on. But, you know, they were able to get 6 hits against Merrifield, which I thought was pretty good, but they scattered them. They really couldn't put anything together.
Yeah, and, you know, we talk about that, or you talk about that in your pregame sometimes, and it's you can't give them anything free, and when you give up 3 errors in a ball game, it's tough to come back on. And when you struggle like the Wolverines have done in the past couple games to piece hits together, to when runners are on base, we can't get them moved around. It's going to be a struggle.
Well, and then that was, like I said, that was an 8-1 loss in that game 1, and then came back in game 2. Connor Dancer gets the start, and this one, honestly, Brad, this was a wild one. Wolverines scored 1 right away, and then were up, and then gave up 6 in the bottom of the first, and then scored 5 in the top of the second. After 2 innings, they were down 6-8, and they were down 10-12. After they scored 4 runs in the top of the 6th, but gave up 3 in the bottom and lost that one 15-10.
Yeah, those are one of those wild games that anything happens, and Wolverines just kind of came up short on the short end of the stick on that one.
Well, and in that comeback, Lou Texter hit another home run, just hit a monster shot. But this was another one we talked about a little bit with Cole during the JV game. It was just one of those situations where every time the Wolverines hit a ball hard, it was right at somebody.
Yep. Yeah, and you know. And sometimes you have that, but you know, it feels good coming off the bat, but it's right at somebody, and that's what the Wolverines have right now.
Well, and again, as we talk about, that's in the past, so we're going to get by that one. Still got games yet to play this week, and games to finish out the season. Tonight, the Wolverines are going to come in with a 12-9 record, 7-5 in the NICL Central. Again, that was good for second place. And Williamsburg, the Raiders come in with a 9-17 record, 7-11 in the WAMAC West, and that's currently fourth place. I think, Brad, really what to expect. I honestly am not 100. I said I don't know a few times, but I really don't know. You look for the Wolverines to maybe have a good bounce back game here, and after those three tough losses to what are NICL teams, even if Jessup is in a different part of the conference.
Yeah, and you talk about the 9-17 record. That's 26 games, and here we got 21 games only played for the Dike-New Hartford Wolverines. Yes, they're a 3A school out of the WAMAC West Conference, but a good ball club. We're going to talk a little bit about Niall Sin. He's going to be playing shortstop for the Raiders. He bats .462. Doesn't strike out a whole lot, but the team in a whole has 178 strikeouts on the year. And they're going to put Greer on the mound as a sophomore, 2-4 on an overall record. Third most innings pitched for the team, an ERA of 6.13, 27 strikeouts and 19 walks. So he's all over the place. He's either on or off.
Well, and you said it, and I think that really is going to lead right into our keys. I think for the Wolverines tonight, they're going to have to lock in. They got to get focused. They got to play a full game, and I think that's been really one of the things that I've noticed in those 3 away games is it's just been hard for them to stay locked in and focused for a whole game. For me, the second one is we need a long outing out of Colin Meester, who hasn't started a game in his high school career.
No.
I went and looked it up.
No.
He had 2 appearances as an 8th grader. He had an appearance as a freshman, didn't play as a sophomore, and now he's got an appearance tonight, or an appearance already on the year, and then this start tonight. So, I don't know what he's going to have. I mean, it's just, it's at that point of the year. We talked about it with the way that the games go and the fact we play so many in such a short period of time. You're going to have guys step up, and this just happens to be one of them.
Yep, and, we don't know what he's going to throw. I mean, Williamsburg has it. They don't have no record on him either. So they're coming in this a little bit blind. But we talk about the 178 strikeouts that Williamsburg has. Wolverines have only struck out 113 times this year. Costello leads that team in 395 batting average, but has the second most strikeouts with 15 on the team. But leads the team in RBIs at 21 and 4 home runs. So he gets it. He tries and he swings, not at bad pitches. So he doesn't get fooled a whole lot.
Yep, and it'll be a key one for the Wolverines. I think for me the keys really are going to be on the defensive side. It's how far can Colin go tonight? How long can he go? And then how, the bullpen really is the other one for me, because the bullpen's been pretty taxed. And so it's going to be important that the bullpen can go long if they need it.
Yeah, we talked about that a little bit off air. It may be a pitch by committee tonight, however you see it. And, like you said, we talked about a little bit with games tomorrow and Friday.
Well, and I think that's the long view is that, the next true big game for the Wolverines is going to be that game on the 9th. And you have to try and kind of get everything directed to that. So as we see our seniors come out, we are live here on the field. You've got Gudgeon, Walston, McCumber, and Wood. So the 4 seniors that we've had this year. Again, Jacob was out last year, obviously with the injury, and wasn't able to play. So having him back. And then these 3 have put a lot of time in here over the last couple of years.
They really have. 2 out of the 4 are probably part of that state playoff team. You talk about Michael Walston and Cole McCumber. So, they have that experience a little bit. So, best of luck to these guys. They put their time, they put their effort into it. So,
well, and I tell you, Brad, we've called what we their first year, their freshman year would have been the first year we were on.
Huh?
Their freshman year was the first year we
Yeah,
called games.
exactly
And,
right.
it's been fun to watch these four guys,
Yeah.
what they've done and what they've been able to do for the Wolverines here throughout the years.
Yeah, it really has, and the kids, the younger kids, have a lot to look up to these guys. We say a lot about the never quit. In some of the games where you think you're down and out, and they really don't display that.
Well, and one of the cool things that the coaches do here now, each of the guys gets a bat that's got their name and number engraved on it.
Yep.
And so we'll get some pictures here with the coaches and the seniors. But Brad, as we get ready to go here, it's going to be a big. The biggest thing here is, can the Wolverines get on the board early?
Yep.
That's been a downfall for them here lately, as they've not scored early, and that then puts a lot of pressure on them.
Yeah, get up early, and almost what we talked about with Jabrock on the mound. Get up early, get Meester comfortable on the mound.
Well, and there again, we talked about it. We haven't.
Hartford and Tater Tot Lot for tonight's non-conference baseball game.
You were saying?
Oh, we don't have our officials yet.
Oh no. So
We'd like to remind all in
probably gonna go through.
So if you want to hit the lineups here,
Yep.
Brad, we can go through those quick, and then we'll be back.
Yep. So I'm going to start with the Williamsburg Raiders varsity lineup. Batting first, Niall Sin. Playing shortstop, batting second, Connor Westcott. And let me change that. That's going to be in right field. And Cale Moore's batting third and playing third base. Henry Simmons catching. Batting fifth, Logan Wethwish playing first base. Pitching tonight, batting sixth, Carson Greer. Batting seventh, Micah Lang, DHing for Bryson Wetchen at second base. Batting eighth, Kyler Proven at center. And batting ninth is Carter Capper in right field.
Well, in this lineup, you talked a little bit about it, Brad. This is a lineup that hits 263 on the year. They do have 5 home runs. They've got 94 RBIs. But like you said, there's those 878 strikeouts, which a lot of guys in double digits. So this will be interesting to see how the Wolverines attack it.
Yeah, and for Meester, just put the ball over the plate, try and throw it by him. So it looks like they're strikeout prone. So we'll see how this goes with Meester on the hill.
Well, and that's the thing, I think, for Meester is just a matter of getting himself getting ahead of hitters, and then, again, finding the strike zone. We talk about this all the time. Finding the strike zone and getting yourself ready to get ahead of hitters.
Yeah, exactly right. For the Dike-New Hartford Wolverines, Ryan Gudgeon is going to lead it off, playing shortstop. Batting second, Colin Meester pitching. Batting third, Carson Costello in center field. Batting fourth, Lou Texter at first. Batting fifth, Keegan Bolus in right. Batting sixth, Michael Walston in left. Batting seventh, Gavin Jabrock playing second base. Batting eighth, Cole McCumber doing the catching. And batting ninth, rounding up the Wolverine lineup, Connor Dancer at third.
Well, this is a lineup we've seen a lot out of the Wolverines lately. Dancer's done a really good job of turning the lineup over in that ninth spot. So we'll look to see him get after it again tonight from that 9 spot.
So, look for that 8 and 9 spot to turn that lineup over back to the top. So, what they really need to do.
Yep. So looks like Coach Martin is ready for the conference with the umpires. We hadn't gotten there yet. So we'll get the Williamsburg coach here shortly, and then we'll be ready to go.
And batting ninth at third base, Connor Dancer. The Wolverines are coached by Coach
not.
Jordan Martin.
Nope.
He's going to take off.
By
So,
Joyce Burns and
Well,
Cody
maybe they'll have that meeting after the national anthem here.
yeah, not sure.
Dustin Luderman and Will Gaburis.
Oh.
Without the efforts of these individuals, high school athletics would not be possible. Dike-New Hartford would like to thank them for the work they do and their partnership with high school athletics. Please join us in giving the officials a round of applause for all they do. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we'd ask that you stand, remove your caps for the playing of the national anthem.
yeah, we're going to have the coaches meeting here. We didn't get that in before, or they're going to move to the side and let Costello get warmed, or Meester get warmed up here, so be ready to go. Well, and Brad, we talked about it. Meester on the year, he's got one appearance, 2/3 of an inning, and just looking to see here. Apparently, I didn't have pitches listed on here, but hasn't thrown very many.
No. So the coaches' meeting's over. Meester's still taking his warm-up pitches. Just have to relax and just throw strikes.
Yeah, and one of the things really to look at here, not Brock so much playing second because he's done that for the Wolverines here this year, but sliding Gudgeon over to short is something he hasn't done much at all this year, I don't believe.
No, I don't believe so either. I think he played a little bit last year at short, but so there's another new spot that, but putting Gudgeon out there up the middle is, Martin has a lot of confidence in that. And
yeah, like you said, he's played it in the past. He just hasn't had to do it this year, so it looks like we're about ready. McCumber going to throw this down, and we're going to be ready for baseball here.
Well, and you look at it, Texter and Dancer both coming in, maybe give it, just tell him, Meester, take it, throw strikes, and we got your back.
Well, and Meester being a quarterback for football, he's used to having it on his shoulders. So I don't expect the pressure is going to be a situation here for him. It's just going to be really for him. If he can get some strikes early, he'll be a lot better off.
Sin leading it off. Strike number one. The kid we talked about in pregame, we got to hold him in check.
Yeah, not a lot of power, but hits for a really great average.
Yeah, doesn't strike out a whole lot. That's lifted high, shallow.
Brock under it.
Two hands it and makes the out.
Well, and that's a big one there, Brad, because other than him, you're really not looking at a ton of pop in this lineup.
No.
Westcott coming in here, a 303 hitter on the year.
Oh, and that's lined into right. Base hit for Westcott.
Well, no hitters off the board, so now you just relax and throw pitches.
You bet.
That'll bring up the third baseman, Cale Moore.
And that, that has seemed to strike the Wolverines too. Hit it where they hit it where we're not.
Yep. Well, more coming up here. Batting third is leading the team, the Williamsburg team, in strikeouts at 28. So looking here to see if you can get him swinging at something.
Westcott has his lead. Doesn't go. Strike number one.
Well, so far, Colin's been right around the strike zone here. He's thrown pretty much strikes his entire outing so far.
Yeah, and, that's what you have to do when you have the defense behind you. Outfield straight away. Strike two on the outside corner.
Well, if he comes out and throws strikes tonight and you trust your defense to make plays, I feel really good about where the Wolverines will be at.
I believe very much so in that. The 0-2.
Quick step. Just looks the runner back. But this, again, Brad, as we talked about, for a player who has not started on the mound in his entire career, he throws ball one, and runner does steal second.
1-2.
But a good block back there by McCumber to keep that thing from getting squirting through.
Yep, and he's been a wall back there for the Wolverines this year. The 1-2. Chopped on the ground in front of Gudgeon. Throws across the diamond in time for out number two.
Runner does move up, but a good job of getting that second out.
Yeah, tough play as that runner Westcott crossed in front of Gudgeon. But still, Gudgeon kept his composure at short and gloved it and threw across the diamond to get him. Brings in Henry Simmons, the catcher.
So Simmons has got the most home runs here on the team, but it is 2.
Ball one outside.
Simmons, a 271 hitter on the year, does own 17 strikeouts as well. I think, as I said, you're going to see this lineup has a lot of strikeouts in it.
Ball
Just
2
missed.
outside. Two and 0 on Simmons.
Just up.
3 and 0. Rethwish on deck. Meester's 3-0. Strike 1. See if he can come back after being down 3-1 or 3-0. Swing
Good
and miss,
pitch.
strike 2. Full count. 3-2, 2 outs, 1 on. Meester's pitch, grounded in the hole,
Just
past
out.
a diving Jabrock. That's going to play to
Just.
run.
RBI single for Simmons.
Yeah, Jabrock just about had that one. It
That'll
was
bring up the first
just
baseman,
perfectly
Logan
hit.
Rethwish.
Yeah,
Rethwish coming up, 267 on the year, 17 strikeouts, but only 2 walks. So again, looking to see Wolverines looking to get an out here and get out of this inning.
runner takes his lead. Good block by McCumber, 1-0. Simmons has his lead. Texter holding him on. Meester's just going to step off the rubber and chase him back.
Well, so far a good job of Meester just stepping off, not making that throw over if he's not confident with it.
There goes the runner. That's in the dirt, 2-0.
Stolen base for Simmons.
And it looks like we're going to have a courtesy runner. It's going to be number 14. That is Logan Schmidt.
Courtesy runner Logan Schmidt.
And Simmons the catcher. So Schmidt on second. Pitches up and 3-0 on Rethwish.
Say that one again.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm going to have to say it enough already tonight.
Ball 4.
4-pitch walk. First walk given up
The walk
by
for Rethwish.
Meester.
That'll bring up the pitcher, Carson Greer.
Brings in the sophomore Greer. If that kid's a sophomore, he's a big kid. He's
Yeah, I showed him
solid.
as a sophomore.
Yeah.
But another one in those double-digit strikeouts, 231 hitter on the year.
Bats left-handed. Strike number 1.
And a good settle-down pitch there by Meester after a 4-pitch walk, come back, get
Yep.
that first strike.
Doesn't work as fast as some of the others. Tries to go inside, misses, 1-1. A ball and a strike. Meester's next pitch. Driven up the middle. Gudgeon one hops it. Steps on second for out number 3.
Gudgeon makes the play at second.
Williamsburg scores 1, leads 1-0. We'll go to the bottom of the first after this. 2-4, I think.
All right, as we get come back here in Dike for the bottom of the first, Wolverines are going to see Carson Greer, a sophomore, 2-4 on the year, 6 starts, 7 appearances total, so no real relief. Does have 27 strikeouts, 10 walks, and 13 hit batters.
Yeah. So as Gudgeon erases the back line of the right-hander's batter's box.
Well, and really, Brad Gudgeon at 338. The Wolverines have almost the entire starting lineup in the 300s.
Yep. The lineup looks intimidating, but the fact of the matter, we got to move them around when it's needed.
No, first pitch to Gudgeon.
Strike number 1. Oh and 1. Gudgeon, one of those seniors we talked about, gets away from Simmons. 1-1.
Well, yeah, and you look at this lineup, 1 freshman, the rest are juniors or seniors, so guys with experience.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for this Williamsburg team.
No,
For us.
DNH. Ooh,
Big hop off the grass, but the shortstop Sin comes up with it and throws across the diamond in time to get
For the first out,
Gudgeon.
that'll bring up the pitcher, Colin Meester.
Here comes Meester. Going to look to get himself on base here.
Meester steps into that right-hander's batter's box. Greer's ready. Delivers. Strike number 1. 0-1. Greer takes a look at Simmons. Delivers. It's low and outside. 1-1. Gives the nod. Kicks and fires. Down low, 2-1 on Colin Meester. Outfield straight away. The pitch by Greer. Meester's going to chop one to the third baseman. Gloves it. Fires across the diamond. Good scoop by the first baseman.
Third baseman Moore with the second.
Yeah, that was a nice play by the first baseman there. That was a tough throw over.
Center fielder Carson Costello.
Brings in Costello. The pitch by Greer.
Ooh.
Gives Costello a strike.
First curve we've seen from Greer tonight.
0-1. Costello swings through that one. 0-2. The 0-2 by Greer. Costello's going to lift what. That's going to stay in play. The catcher Simmons is underneath it. Makes the play for out number 3. Wolverines go in order. Score nobody. We'll go to the top of the second after this.
Well, as we come back here for the top of the second, throw down from Macomber. Wolverines trail this one 1-0, looking to shut these Williamsburg bats down.
Pretty darn good throw from the knees by Macomber. Lobs it over there. Starting the top of the second, it'll be Lang, Proven, and Capper. Pitches up high, ball one. 1-0. Easter's next one.
Ooh, in tight.
Way in tight. 2-0.
Lang, 15 strikeouts. He does have a home run, 6 walks, and been hit by 1 pitch. But he does put the ball in play. I mean, he's gotten on by reached on error 4 times.
Driven into left center field. Costello on the run.
Makes the play.
Makes the play.
Wow.
What a play by Costello in center field.
Costello with the nice grab.
Great sliding catch there by Costello.
That'll bring up the center
Out
fielder,
number 1.
Proven.
As Lang thought he had himself a double.
Well, coming off the bat, it looked like it didn't really tail as much as I thought it would.
Nope.
And Costello able to chase that one down in the gap.
Yeah, he really did. And we talked about the wind in the JV game. That wind has died down considerably. That's driven into right center field. Bolus underneath makes the play.
Bolus makes the grab for out
You know, that's a little bit better on the pitches category there, Brad.
That brings up the left fielder, Carter Capper.
Brings in the number 9 hitter.
Capper, 191 hitter, 21 strikeouts. So if he can get after him and get
ahead.
of him, make him swing your pitch.
Swung and missed, strike 1. 0-1. 2 outs. Meester's 0-1 pitch. Chest high ball. One and one. Pitches outside 2-1.
Not the guy you want to lose here.
No, not to bring Sin back up. The 2-1. Just misses on that outside corner. 3-1. Three balls and a strike. Driven in the hole. One hop by Dancer with a leather.
Great play.
Good job by Dancer to get it and get the out. 3 up, 3 down. We'll go to the bottom of the second after this.
All right, throw goes down. We're back here for the bottom of the second inning. Wolverines trail 1-0, looking to get on the board here with Lou Texter starting it off.
Yeah. Lou needs to get the inning started off. And it'll be Keegan Bolus and Micah Walston to follow.
Lou, 2 home runs with that second home run coming last night or Monday night for the Wolverines.
Greer's first pitch of the second inning. Ball low. Got to wait a little bit. Sometimes that's a delayed call by the umpire. The 1-0. 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. And Texture calls time.
Yeah. It's when Lou's feeling it, he'll call that time. And
2-0. Greer's pitch. That skips in there. 3-0.
well, now we should see the bat wave.
Yep. Should. 3-0.
Or not.
Strike one as he was taken all the way. Three and one now. Here's next. That's going to be ball 4.
The walk to Texture will bring up the right fielder, Keegan Bolus.
Brings in Bolus. Another left-handed batter. Texture takes his lead. The pitch. He's
Good
going to line
ball.
one into right at the second baseman.
Second baseman got over to it. I thought Bowles had a base hit
I
there.
did too.
For the first out of the inning,
Hit it.
he'll bring up the
There
left
we go again.
fielder,
Hit it hard, but,
Yep.
good job by the second baseman, Wetchen, to glove it. Brings in Walston. Texter already has his lead. They chase him back in time. Walston's ready. Greer peers at Texter, delivers to the plate. Outside, ball 1. 1-0. Texture, another lead. High and outside, 2-0 on Walston. Keep your head down and drive it somewhere. 2-0. The next pitch to Walston. Swings and misses, strike 1.
It was a good one to swing at, Brad. That one was pretty much right down the middle.
2-1. Greer peers over at first. The pitch. Walston swings and misses, strike 2.
Throw down to first, but not in time.
2-2 now on Michael Walston. Greer's ready. Ooh, check swing, foul. Another 2-2.
Lou just wanted to get some extra running in.
Mm-hmm. Two and two. Texter has his lead. The pitch.
Oh,
wow.
tough one to watch, but we'll
It
take
was.
it.
Full count. That was right at the belt.
Yeah, that was a tough one to watch.
It was. Way tough to watch. The 3-2. And that's going to be a walk.
the walk to Walston.
Well, Wolverines with one out. Two guys on here.
Gavin
Jabrock has a chance here to bust this one open for the Wolverines.
Everybody straight away.
And we've seen Jabrock bunt, so there is a chance he puts this one down the
Good.
third base line
Yep.
with the entire infield playing back.
The first pitch to Jabrock. It's outside, ball 1.
It would not surprise me, Brad, to see
Nope.
him bunt this, especially with how deep that infield is playing. And with his speed, he could beat it out.
1-0. Inside strike, 1-1.
We're going to step out. We're going to get some signals there from Coach.
He's ready.
Try not to step on your head.
Yeah, you're killing my headgear.
Well,
It's okay.
we don't need to hear you anymore, apparently. There's the
Brag,
bunt.
There's the bunt. Bobbled by the pitcher. High throw. Is it in time?
Nope.
He was off the base.
He could not get the tag down. The pitcher just couldn't quite pick it up, and he's going to be safe.
The runners move up on the air. That'll bring up the catcher, Cole McCumber.
And even with that, the Wolverines still looking for their first hit tonight. Nope, we are going to have a visit to the mound.
Mm-hmm.
What do I have for this occasion?
Don't have a Jeopardy song?
I do. I just got to get to it.
Talking about the field umpire, Will Cabarrus. That's a recent grad from GR?
Yup. Yeah, only out a year, maybe? Was he a senior last year?
I think I believe so.
I think he was a senior last year because he had a really good game against the Wolverines over in GR.
Yeah. I think, does he play basketball at Upper Iowa?
I don't know if he does or not,
No.
but again, when you start seeing the officials, you start seeing guys you recognize. Well, McCumber up to bat with the bases loaded.
1 out. The pitch to McCumber. Down low, squirts between the
Strike.
legs of.
Called strike.
Okay, 0-1. Squirts between the legs of Simmons. Not far enough for Texture to come home. Corners are in for the Raiders. Middle is deep. Weir's ready. Kicks and fires. Cumber's going to fight that one off and be down in the count.
Well, I was going to say
0-2.
before that pitch, McCumber's another possible bunter here.
Mm-hmm.
With 2 strikes, probably not, but you could have suicide squeezed with him a little bit earlier.
0-2. Here's the next one. Just down low.
Good
1
eye
and 2.
there by McCumber.
Chad Bixby says, yes, Brad Wilkebers plays at Upper Iowa, comes off the bench and plays quite a bit.
Thank you, Chad.
The curveball driven up the middle. Takes the bounce off the.
McCumber is still going to beat that out. Wolverine's going to score a run.
Wow.
That took a hop off the mound.
So they get Jabrock at second.
But the Wolverines tie it up.
That'll bring up the third baseman.
And we are going to have our courtesy runner. That is going to be number 25. Aiden Walston will courtesy run for McCumber.
Courtesy runner, Aiden Walston.
So Walston at first, Walston at third.
You got the Walston brothers on first and third.
And Dancer up to bat.
Boy, just unfortunate that ball hit off the mound. That would have been trickling into the outfield, possibly scoring 2.
Yep. Yeah, that was just a bad break there for McCumber. But a good hustle on his part to get to first base and not make it a double play.
Mm-hmm. Walston brothers take their lead. The 1-0. Little mind games there.
Well, you pump fake the third, but the third baseman's not at the bag.
No.
So pump fake all you want.
They're going
quick
to
move
try and get
game.
Walston.
This is what, but Brad, we talked about this during the JV game. First and third, you throw that to first. That's tough.
Mm-hmm.
Because if it gets through, even if your guy on first doesn't go anywhere, the guy on third's scoring.
Yep. The senior Walston takes his lead. Chopped up the middle.
Big hop to the shortstop.
And that's going to be out number 3.
And the force at
But the Wolverines score one, tie the ball game, and we'll go to the top of the third right after this.
All right, we come back here. Game tied at 1 as we go to the top of the third. Wolverines able to get a run across without a base hit. So 1 run with no hits scored, but an error on Williamsburg. And we will have the top of the order for Williamsburg coming up.
Now batting for the Raiders, shortstop Niles Sin.
We talked about Sin at the beginning of the game, Brad. He's best hitter on this team.
Strike number 1.
Meester did get him to pop up to Gerbrock at second the first time through.
0-1. Meester nods, kicks, and fires. Strike 2.
Sin did not like that call.
No, he did not. 0-2. The pitch. Lifted high, out of play. Watch out, people. Ooh, that caught a golf cart. The 0-2 do-over. Meester's ready. Low and outside, 1-2.
Not a bad spot to put it. See if you can get him reaching at something.
Mm-hmm. Well, and then you had that second strike called out on that outside portion. The 1-2 by Meester. Driven in the hole. Through the middle. Pass Texter and a diving Gerbrock. That's going to be a hit.
Yeah, Gerbrock upset with himself there, but he didn't have a play at first if he made that stop. Since Texter had come over trying to make the play too. Nobody was on first, so. But Dance are going to come in on the grass here.
I see a threat to steal. Sin. There he goes. The throw down.
Good throw by McCumber. Just couldn't quite get him. Really a nice toss there. I think that was ball 1. Yep.
It was. Yep. 1-0. Meester's ready. Oh,
hit him.
Hit him.
Westcott's hit by the pitch.
First hit batter for Meester here tonight.
It is. Settle down.
Well, sets the force up.
Yep. McCumber just has to be ready to deliver that one to third.
Well, and this will be tough with a right-handed batter in there.
The first pitch to Moore. Strike number 1.
I'll tell you, Brad, it looks like Meester's found that outside strike,
Yep.
and he's been able to keep it right there most of the night.
0-1. Runners at second, short lead. Good block by McCumber. 1-1. Ball and a strike with 2 on, no outs. Lifted high, right, out of play.
Just a long strike. Good pitch.
1-2. The 1-2. Lined into center, and Costello does not make the play. That goes off the heel of the glove.
He's going to score. Well, he's going to take that attempt at third. Got him.
Right at third. Good play.
Great throw by Costello.
Yes, good toss there.
1 run scores. Great throw to get the runner at third base for the first out.
But the Raiders do score another run.
Catcher Henry Simmons.
And really, that was going to be a tough play out there for Costello. He tried to make a diving stop on it, and to his credit, got up and took off after it and was able to throw the runner out at third.
We're going to call that an error or base hit.
Whatever you want, Brad. We're not the official book.
Swing and miss, strike 1. Runner standing on second. That's more. Meester's next pitch. Outside, 1-1. Moore takes his lead. Lifted into right. Bolus on the run.
It's going to be a
Everybody
tough
on the
one.
run.
Nobody can make the play. And that one comes down. Bolus will get it in. Runner will stay at first, but first and third here. One out.
Simmons. That'll bring up the first baseman, Logan Rethwish.
Brings in Rethwish. So runners on the corners now for the Raiders.
We're going to have our courtesy runner, number 14. Schmidt back in.
Logan Schmidt, the courtesy run.
We'll see what the Wolverines decide to do right here with first and third and 1 out.
Gudgeon in shallow. Now he backs up a little bit. Everybody at normal depth. Swing and miss, strike 1. Surprised that runner wasn't going.
Yeah, I wonder if it was a missed sign or usually you'd think that runner would take off and just take second. Now he goes back. He's just, ball back to Meester. But 0-2 here.
0-2 on the first baseman, Rethwish. Runners have their lead. Poke foul.
Thank you. Or don't.
That almost skid Druvinga.
No, he got out of the way.
No, it was the other ones sitting.
Yep.
A little good block by McCumber. 1-2.
Yeah, that one he fouled off was gonna. That one might have skipped on McCumber. That one was gonna be close. I'm glad he got a piece of that.
A ball and 2 strikes. Meester sets, fires, on the ground. Big hop. Gudgeon.
Oh, Texter
and
can't
that gets
scoop
away.
it, and that's going to score another one.
So the error.
2-run score on the plate. That'll bring up the pitcher, Carson Greer.
Brings in Greer. That's going to be fouled out of play. Strike 1. 3 runs already across for the Raiders here in the top of the 3rd inning. Runner has her lead. There he goes. Swung on and missed. The throw down by McCumber.
Great throw.
He
slid around it. Good slide there by the runner. Got around the tag, but
yeah.
0-2 here.
0-2 on Greer. Meester's ready. Fires. Poke foul.
We are out of baseballs.
Jeez, imagine that.
But there's some of the Wolverines had a few in the dugout, so
we have somebody climbing the fence. Jay Wood looked like.
Of course.
Leave it to him. 0-2 on Greer. 1 on.
Hey, Jay Wood, there's another one.
Yep. Go get that one over the fence, too. That's on the grass.
A few more coming back in.
Still 0-2. Probably not a good thing to walk across that track with metal spikes on, but that's golfed into right center. That's going to score a run.
That one gets to the fence.
That's going to be a double by Greer.
That'll make it 5-1.
It's going to bring in a new courtesy runner, number 7, Rogan Ackerman.
Rogan Ackerman, the courtesy runner.
Run here for the Raiders.
The DH, Micah Lang.
Lang, your next batter. 7th man to bat here in the top of the 3rd inning. That gets away, but not far enough. Ball 1 on Lang. Meester's ready. Oh, we have ambulance somewhere. Chop to Dancer. Gloves it. Throws it. Not in time.
Oh, that was going to be a tough play for Dancer.
Infield single.
For Lang.
Let's see what happened. All I could see was the. Now we have a meeting at the mound with Coach Martin.
Well, we have runners at 1st and 3rd with less than 2 outs, so.
Something's distracting the kids.
Well, that could be the wind, Brad.
Yep.
You know those kids. That could be the wind.
Any little bit.
Coach Martin out there having a chat with the guys.
Just one of those things. Meester's throwing strikes and they're just hitting it.
Yeah,
You know.
I mean, I think the thing Coach is talking with him about is that really the Wolverines have gotten to 2 strikes quite a bit, just can't get that 3rd one.
Nice. That squared a bunt. Meester does not throw down.
Meester came charging in, but they went right back to him, so give the runner. And I didn't see the call, so.
I did not either. 0-1.
Thank you.
On Proven.
Now he bunts it right down the first base line. Texter gets the tag.
Oh,
he fell down.
Fell down again.
Dancer, we couldn't get quite back to the bag, but another run does score.
And it'll bring up the left fielder,
Out number 2.
Carter Capper.
Brings in the 9th man to bat. Chopped to Lou at first, and that gets by Lou. The error.
The error will score a run, and that'll bring up the shortstop, Niall Sin.
Here we go again.
Yep.
Error prone. Brings in the 10th man to bat here in the 3rd inning. Ball 1. One and 0. Lined into left. That's going to one-hop Walston.
Runner takes a big turn, but gets held up.
Single for Sin. That'll bring up the right fielder, Connor Westcott.
Oh, and Brad, Wolverines have given up 7 hits in 3 innings.
Mm-hmm.
Two and 2/3 innings. And add on the 2 errors is just not what they need to do tonight.
No, they do not. Pitches upstairs, ball 1. To Westcott. Right back at us. Watch out. Inside the
Into the concession stand.
That rattles around a little bit.
Got to stay awake everywhere here.
You bet. 1 and 1. We didn't hear no glass breaking, so that's good.
We didn't hear anybody yell either.
No.
So.
The 1-1. Swing and miss. Fouled away. Sorry. 1 and 2 on Westcott.
Well, and this is what we've talked about. You get to 2 strikes, you got to find a way to get that 3rd one without giving him something too good to hit.
Yep. The 1-2. Throw it down to 3rd. He's out by a mile. You bet.
It's the 3rd time we've seen that tonight, Brad.
Good job by McCumber to shoot him down at 3rd. But the Raiders score 6, lead 7-1. We'll be right back for the bottom of the 3rd.
All right, we are back in here for the bottom of the 3rd. Wolverines going to have to get something going here, Brad. Down 7-1.
It will be.
It's Gudgeon starting top of the order, coming through for the 2nd time.
Third for the Wolverines. Shortstop Ryan Gudgeon.
Greer's first pitch. Chopped right back at him. Out number 1.
The ground out for the first out. Brings up the pitcher, Colin Meester.
Out number 1. Brings in Meester. Greer nods. Ready. Kicks and fires. Strike number 1. 0-1. Meester's going to line one down the line and right. Did he catch that, or was that just foul?
Nope, foul. Meester going to go ahead and touch second just to make sure. And then he'll come back.
So the long strike. He's down in the count, 0-2. Oh and 2 on Colin Meester. The pitch by Greer. He's going to foul it away.
Way to hang in there.
The 0-2 do-over by Greer to Meester is on its way. He's going to line one at right at him. Makes the play. Out number 2.
Meester flies out to right.
Well,
To bring up the center fielder, Carson Costello.
Wolverines continue with that hitting it right at guys.
0-2. Or excuse me, 2 outs. No count on Costello.
Well, I'm going to tell him you gave him 2 strikes that he didn't earn.
Greer's first pitch. Ball 1. 1-0. Greer nods. Pitch is outside. 2-0. If Costello would reach, Lou Texter would be on the at bat. Two and 0. Here's next one. Outside 3-0. Three balls, no strikes. That's going to be a 4-pitch walk to Costello. Second walk only given up by...
Well, the first one was the guy coming to bat.
Yep.
Now batting, first baseman Lou Texter.
Outfield straight away. First pitch to Lou. He's going to swing and foul that one away. 0-1.
Umpire will jump over and get it.
Costello, good lead at first. He swings through that one, 0-2. The 0-2. 1-2, as that pitch was high and outside. Greer looks over at first, throws home. Lou's going to shoot. Oh, what a play by the first baseman, Rathwich. Snares that out of the air. Well, that spells how it's going for the Wolverines. We'll go to the top of the 4th after this.
All right, throw goes down, and Brad, we're going to come up here top of the fourth. Wolverines trail this one 7-1.
It'll be Westcott back in the box
Now up for
as
the
Capper was
Gators,
cut down at third
right fielder
to
Connor
end the third inning. Meester's first pitch. Ball high. One and 0. Meester's next one. That's way inside. 2 and 0. The 2-0. Fouled off the mask of the umpire. 2 and 1. Yep. 2 balls and a strike to Westcott. Meester gets back on the mound. Rocks and fires. Just a bit high. 3 and 1. Swung and missed, or fouled away. Full count. Three and 2. The pitch. Driven into center. Costello right there. Makes the play. Out number 1.
Costello makes the play for out number 1. That'll bring up the third baseman, Cale Moore.
Brings in Moore. The first pitch to Moore. Grounded foul. I'm surprised I thought the third base coach would try and glove that.
Oh, no.
0 and 1. Driven up the middle, base hit.
Single for Moore.
8 hits
Brings
now.
up catcher Henry Simmons.
Brings in Simmons. 2 for 2 tonight. A pair of singles. Meester looks at first. Delivers the ball outside. 1 and 0. The 1-0 pitch. Oh, throw over to first. Scooped by Lou. One out here. Top of the fourth inning. Meester becomes set. Delivers. There goes the runner. Ball inside. The throw down. Not in time.
Moore steals second.
And it's a 2-0 count on Simmons. Three and 0. Don't see anybody warming up. Meester's 3-0. Lifted high on the infield. Underneath McCumber. And he doesn't make the play, and that goes foul.
Oh, no, he's calling it fair ball.
Did he touch it?
He says he touched it. The umpire signaled fair.
Okay. So, I don't know.
I don't even know what to say anymore.
Simmons reaches on the air, and it'll bring up the first baseman, Logan Retwich.
Runners on first and second now for the Raiders with 1 out. Grounded foul. 0-1. The 1-0 pitch. Strike 2.
Yeah, right on that inside edge.
Good spot for it. The 0-2 by Meester. Up and out. One out, 2 on. The 1-2. Upstairs, 2-2. Meester's ready for the 2-2. Inside, 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Meester's ready for the 3-2. Take your base on a walk. Moves everybody up 90 feet.
That'll bring up the pitcher, Carson Greer.
Brings in Greer. Greer doubled his last time up. Base is full of Raiders. Meester's ready. Inside, ball 1. 1-0. The next. High, shallow.
Runner tagging the third.
Makes the play. Costello with a cannon.
Yep, good throw home. A Cumber way to come get it, and they hold the runners.
2 outs now. Brings in Lang. Good job by, like you said, good job by Costello out in center to get it in.
Yeah, he set himself up to make that throw right away and was able to hold that runner at third.
Chop foul, ball, or strike 1. Oh and 1. Ball 1. 1-1.
You really wanted to make that first one a ball, didn't you?
I did. Sorry.
Oh, if you can't laugh, Brad.
Pitch is outside. 2-1 on Lang.
Well, and this is what we talked about at the beginning of the game. Meester, no starts through 4 years.
The 2-1. 3-1.
So you wonder how much his arm's got.
Yep.
I don't know what you've got him at right now. 70 some, I assume.
Yep, getting up there. Grounded to Gudgeon. He's going to scoop. Fire. Not in time. The throw.
Lou comes home with it. The runner is going to have to get back to third.
Infield
clue anymore.
No.
The Raiders get another.
A run.
Making it 8-1. And that will bring up the center fielder.
And
Tyler
Martin comes
Proven.
out.
That looks
Martin.
like we're gonna have Bolus come in. So Bolus is gonna come in. Gerbrock, I'm gonna guess, is going to the outfield, and our infield will go back to the normal grouping, unless they're gonna leave. They might just have Meester at second.
So Bolus will be your pitcher.
Well,
That's what I'm gonna think.
well, they moved Gerbrock to the outfield, so I don't know whether Colin will be at second or short.
Okay.
But your middle infield will be Gudgeon and Meester. Then our outfield will be back to what they're I'll call normally are, but when Bolus isn't out there. Well, so Meester will go, 3 2/3? I have him for giving up 9 hits.
Okay.
I don't know what his earned runs are because obviously there are some errors in there, but
Yeah.
leaves the bases loaded for Bolus. Keegan on the year, 4 appearances, 0-1. That one loss being at Hudson in that wild game that the Wolverines played over there. He's given up 9 hits. He's got 4 strikeouts, 7 walks, 1 hit batter, and only 6 earned runs. So
In the pitch for the Wolverines is Keegan Bolus. Kevin Gerbrock goes to right field and Colin Meester to second.
yep, Meester at second.
And your batter, center fielder Tyler Proven.
Proven, your next batter.
First pitch is a ball. And Bolus, a junior. Another one of those upperclassmen here on this team.
1-0. Make it 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. 2 outs. Bases full of Raiders. Strike number 1, 2-1. The 2-1. Grounded to Meester at second. Gloves it. Throws to Lou in time for out number 3. And we'll go to the bottom of the 4th after this.
Well, back here for the bottom of the 4th, Wolverines give up 1 run, trail this 8-1. Bolus, the new pitcher, is going to come up to lead it off for the Wolverines here in the bottom of the 4th.
Yeah, Wolverines need to get something started here.
Well, and just gotta put some base hits together.
Yep.
We talked about how hard they're hitting the ball and it's right at guys. Well, we just need to maybe take a little off the swing and just flip it out there.
Yep. Be Bolus, Walston, and Gerbrock. Greer still on the hill. Ball one.
Everybody paused.
I did. I didn't know.
So the umpire went to move his mask. Everybody just froze.
1-0. Greer's next pitch. It's going to be lined in the hole for a base hit.
First hit of the night for the Wolverines.
Leadoff single for Bolus.
I call it two,
Gonna
but
bring up the left
it's okay.
fielder, senior Micah Walston.
Whatever.
Again, not official.
No, it's not.
Bolus going to stand at first.
And you know, Wolverines haven't struck out tonight, but it's just a lot of hard hit balls right at somebody.
Quick move to first. Bolus is back. I don't know I guess I don't know if Martin's got anybody he would want to run for Bolus or not, since he's the new pitcher.
Yeah. Bolus has his lead. The pitch. Walston swings and misses, strike one. Oh and 1.
Threw back at Bolus, about got him.
That's a little bit too close.
Well, and I'll tell you, I think with 1-1.
Yep.
With Keegan, he does a really good job of directional sliding where he gets around tags. So there again, it was pretty close for my liking, but
The 1-1. It's in tight on Walston. 2-1. Two balls, a strike, and they chase Bolus back again. And they
playing catch over there.
Greer's ready. Strike number 2. 2-2. The 2-2 by Greer. Wilson's going to lift one foul. Watch out. We'll have a 2-2 do-over. Bolus has his lead. Here comes the 2-2. Down low, 3-2. I don't know.
We take some pitches that I couldn't take with 2 strikes. Holy cow.
Here comes the 3-2. He's going to drive one
Hey,
into
we got one by him.
Bolus round second, heading for third.
Oh, no.
Oh,
The throw is over.
Over
But
the head.
Pitcher, good job of backing it up. Great piece of hitting by Walston. Oops. Tried to give us a run before we had it.
Okay.
I'm trying.
Still might happen. Nobody out. Jabrock up to bat.
Uh-oh.
Two on, no outs. The freshman Jabrock ready. Swings and misses, strike one.
Well, and here again, Williamsburg way back.
Mm-hmm. But I think Simmons, being the catcher, has some good hops.
Well, you got to get it
see.
probably down the third base line.
Down low and outside. 1-1.
You get that down the third baseline, you can go. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, if it's in the front or short, I think Simmons probably going to jump up and grab it.
The 1-1. Inside. 2-1.
Tell you one thing we've seen here, Brad, we haven't seen a lot of balls get to the backstop. Simmons does an excellent job of staying in front of it. And we've talked about McCumber's ability to do that.
Yeah. Looks like Simmons has been doing this for quite a while. Oh, maybe not. He's only a sophomore. Left one infield. Well, no. Foul, and Simmons makes the play for out number 1.
The pop out will bring up the catcher, Cole McCumber.
McCumber hit that one hard his last time up to bat, but caromed off the mound.
Yeah.
Which is one of those breaks. Greer's ready. Runners have their leads. The pitch. Cumber swings and misses. Strike 1. Oh and 1. Greer's ready. 1 and 1. I had to take a long look at that one.
Yeah, and here if Bolus can kind of keep Greer's mind on what he's doing, that'll help McCumber out up at the plate.
Bolus has his lead. So does Walston. The 1-1. He's going to lift a shallow. Well, nope, that's going to be on the infield. Out number 2. As McCumber flies out to the second baseman.
Out number 2.
Wetchen.
The third baseman, Connor Dancer.
Brings in Connor Dancer. Greer's first pitch. Strike number 1 on Dancer. Oh and 1. That's going to be fouled away. Dancer's down. 0-2. Oh and 2 with 2 outs and 2 on. Swings and misses. Strike 3. Out number 3. Wolverines leave 2. Score nobody. We'll go to the top of the 5th after this.
All right, back here in Dike for the top of the 5th inning. Wolverines trail us 8-1, and really, Brad, just can't get anything going.
Nope, they can't. And it's one of those nights for the boys.
Raiders, the left fielder, Carter Capper.
It'll be Capper, and then Sin, and then Westcott. Ball one outside. One and 0. Bolus ready. Driven into left. Walston, that's going to fall in front of Walston for a hit.
The single for Capper. That'll bring up the shortstop, Niles in.
Brings in Sin. The first pitch. Rifled foul. Oh and 1. Bolus gets set. Ball outside, 1 and 1. Five innings, and it's been an hour and a half almost. Been a tremendously long game. Oh my, that's well hit. That's trouble. That's a homer. Homer for Niles Sin.
Sin with the 2-run shot. That'll make it 10-1 Raiders.
Is that his first homer?
That is his 3rd. Wait, I got the wrong group. That's his 2nd on the year.
Second home run by Sin.
That'll bring up the right fielder,
Bring in
Westcott.
Connor Westcott. Ball low. One and 0 on Westcott. Strike number 1, 1 and 1. Nobody out. Grounded to Dancer at third. Gloves it deep. Fires. Pulls out Lou off first.
Infield single.
And
Will
it's
bring
to the
up
hits.
third baseman, Cale Moore.
12 hits. Pounded out by the Raiders here tonight. Pitches upstairs. Ball 1 on Cale Moore. Throw over, not in time. Moore's ready for the 1-0. Gets away from McCumber. There goes Westcott. 2-0 now. Bolus is 2-0. 3-0. 3 balls, no strikes on the third baseman Moore. We went around 3-1. Bolus is ready. It's going to be ball 4. First walk given up by Bolus.
The walk to Moore will
Brings in the catcher, Henry Simmons. Runners on first and second now. Gets away from McCumber. Runners are going to advance. On ball 1.
Martin going to quickly come out with time. Only conversation with Bolus here.
Yep, for sure.
And I have a feeling it's just focus on the batter.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Nobody out. One and 0 on Simmons. Grounded to Dancer at third. Steps on third.
No play there, though.
But gets the play at first for out number 1.
Runner does move up.
But that scores a run from third.
Ground out scores a run, make it 11-1. And that will bring up first baseman Logan Redwish.
Brings in the first baseman. Lifted into right. I think that's going to reach out of play.
Not quite, but Brock could not get to it.
Long strike. 0-1. On Rethwish. It's fouled away. 0-2. The 0-2. Swung and missed, strike 3.
2 down now.
First strikeout in the game for the Wolverine pitchers.
Well, although I suppose that with Meester not having really started, it's, he tends to throw it in the zone for strikes.
Yep. Driven foul off to the right.
That's why we pay attention when we're on deck. Almost took out his teammate.
Greer, your batter.
Lang had his back to the at bat.
Pitches outside, ball 1. Grounded to Gudgeon at second. That's out number 3. But the Raiders score 3, lead 11-1. Wolverines have to score. Our ball game's over. We'll be right back. tell you, he gets the ball
All
out.
right, we are back here in Dike for the bottom of the 5th. And Brad, Wolverines can't get one across. This game's going to be over.
Yep. It'll be the top of the order.
Well, right where we want to be with the order, but going to have to find a way to put some runs up.
Gudgeon 0 for 2.
And I still haven't found a 10-run home run with the bases empty, so you might as well just get a bunch of base hits.
Yep. 62 pitches unofficially for Greer. Strike number 1. Oh and 1. Gudgeon swings and fouls it away. 0 and 2. Well, Greer only has 1 strikeout also.
Yeah, but we've hit a lot right at guys.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
It's been kind of the problem here for the Wolverines the last few games.
0 and 2. Gudgeon down in the count. 1 and 2. Ball and 2 strikes. Curve is in there low. 2 and 2. Two and 2. Time is called by Gudgeon. The 2-2. Gudgeon's going to lift one high in the hole, but the right fielder is right there for out number 1.
And the fly out to right for out number 1.
Brings in Colin Meester. Nope, it's not going to be Colin Meester. It'll be Jacob Wood.
Jacob Wood.
Senior Jacob Wood, chance to get a chance to come to bat here.
Greer's ready. Long. Strike 1. Oh and 1. Wood swings and misses. Strike 2. Don't think that was a swing. That was a half swing.
Yeah, couldn't quite hold up.
Nope. The 0-2.
Oh.
1 and 2 now.
Catcher was ready to throw that one down.
He was. The 1-2 by Greer. Outside, 2 and 2. Wood has to be ready. The 2-2. Pokes it foul. Jeez, and Costello had to be jumping off that one.
Again, that's why we pay attention.
Yep, a little bit. We'll have a 2-2 do-over. The 2-2 by Greer to Jacob Wood. Wood swings and misses. Strike 3.
And the strikeout for out.
Out number 2.
Wolverines down to their last out if they can't get something going here with Costello.
I've did softball for a number of years, and I never had that question asked to me. You're not going to get lost in stout.
Oh, and Stout?
Yep. It's okay.
Find
2 outs now.
Find Eichenbergs.
Yeah. That ball skips in there for ball 1.
Pick a street, any street.
Yeah. You'll drive down the street and just look. You'll see it. The 1-0 to Costello. Down low, 2-0. Costello's popped out to the catcher and drew a base on balls. Up high, 3-0 on Costello.
Texter up behind him.
Greer gets set on the rubber. Costello shows bunt and takes the walk.
Walk to Costello.
3 walks
Bring up
for
first baseman
Greer.
Texter.
77 pitches Greer is at, unofficially.
Not enough.
No. Lou's going to drive one.
Oh, my.
Did he make that catch again?
He
And-
made the one-hop play.
All right. Whatever.
Oofda.
That guy at first is something else.
Yeah, he had a heck of a night tonight.
Ruthwish.
Rithwich makes a great play to end the game.
So the Wolverines lose this one 11-1 in 5 innings. Wolverines will be in action tomorrow night and Friday night. In action at Ackley, Geneva, Wellsburg, Steamboat Rock tomorrow. Mason City, Newman Friday night.
I'm glad you said all those. Well, and so, we talk about it. Again, Wolverines hitting the ball hard, just right at guys. That last play was another perfect example. That's
Yeah.
a one-hopper that normally goes into right field.
Yeah.
And with Costello's speed at first, you have a chance to score that run.
Yeah, you do.
But, just a great play by the first baseman. But, and it's not one play. It's
Nope.
just a culmination of everything that's going on right now. They're hitting the ball hard just right at people.
Yep.
Going to have to find a way to get the bats going, though. And, it's going to have to start tomorrow night in Ackley.
Yeah, find the batting, yes. Clean up the errors.
Yeah, but, really, other than, a couple at Columbus and then the ones tonight, they really haven't had a lot of errors
No.
lately. Really have played clean baseball. Just when you can't get runs across,
Yep.
it really makes it hard on you. It makes it hard to continue to battle. So
Oh, yeah.
be looking for, like I said, I think I'm going to go over to the game tomorrow night and watch them play. I'm not going to make it to Mason City on Friday, but, the road doesn't get any easier here for the Wolverines.
No, it really doesn't. And, like you said, Wolverines just have to find that confidence again at the plate. They've hit the ball well, just right at somebody. You can't ask for anything else.
No, and you said it. We're hitting the ball, we're finding it, but, that bad hop off the mound, how often does that ever
Yep.
happen?
No.
And to hop right to the shortstop.
Yep. Well,
Um,
yeah, and
Just little stuff like
Yep.
that tonight that it's kind of been building this last 4 games. It's been the same thing. It's just those little things that you can't control.
no, and sometimes it gets demoralizing. You get a kid such as Lou hits the ball hard his last 2 times up to bat, and the first baseman makes 2 heck of good plays.
Yep.
But if you're Lou, you just say, "Hey, I hit the ball hard. I don't know what else to do." The guy just showed the glove.
Yep. Well, and there again, it's going to be a battle here. Brad, you and I we're done until Monday when Don Bosco comes to town, and that's the last home game for the Wolverines.
Yep. And Wolverines will look to put one on the board in the winning column at AGWSR, but no easy task there.
No, and at this point, you just need to you just got to put some hits together. It's
Yep.
really what it boils down to. As we watch this team play, I don't think we've ever seen this kind of drought, really.
No, not really.
I mean, we've seen the team struggle,
Yep.
but not to this manner of really just. I mean, everything they hit hard is right at somebody.
Yep. And I'm sure it's mind-boggling for Coach Martin too. I mean, you throw your hands in the air.
Well,
with
and you're
like
at
that.
the point where late in the season, you're going to throw. I mean, again, probably in an earlier season game, you probably don't throw Costello or Meester out there tonight.
No.
But it's just the way it worked, and what
Yep.
what they have to do with the arm soreness and everything else, and to not have a deep bullpen either. You got to rely on those guys to come and go longer than you probably would like them to.
Yeah, and
I will say, I thought Meester threw pretty well tonight.
yeah,
For not having started a game in his high school career.
yeah, he really did. Threw unofficially about 87 pitches. Just Williamsburg put the bat on the ball.
Yep, and they put it where we weren't, and that's, like I said, that's kind of been the theme of this last couple weeks
Yep.
here for the Wolverines. Is
Yep.
teams just putting it where they're not. So looking for them to, again, as you said, looking for the Wolverines to bounce back tomorrow night. Road, again, that AGWSR game, you hope you get that win, but after that, it doesn't get any easier.
It doesn't.
Mason City Newman's going to be looking for revenge after
for sure.
a
Yep.
1-0 game last year that the Wolverines beat them.
Yep.
Here.
Yeah. And, yeah, just Wolverines just have to, like I said, mind-boggling to Coach Martin.
Mind-boggling to us, too.
Yeah, mind-boggling to, and I'm sure it's 9 players that are playing too.
Yep.
I'm lost for words.
Yeah, I was for about half the game.
Yeah. So,
But, again, the Wolverines are going to look to bounce back to and I'm sure that's what Coach is telling them right now. This is the most important thing you can do right here is forget about this one.
well, yeah, and get it out of your way now
Yep.
because you never know. It could turn around. Don't
Well,
throw in the season already.
No, what we've seen out of this team earlier in the season and what they're able to do when they really get hot, it's ridiculous.
Yep.
I mean, they're talented top to bottom when they're hot. But you look for them to kind of clean things up a little bit. Again, you don't have much time though,
Nope.
because you're going to play Thursday, Friday, Monday, Tuesday. Is that Osage game on Tuesday? I believe.
No.
So really, you don't have any break.
No.
You got the weekend is about it. But there again, we at least know which opportunities we have on the 9th. We know who it might be. And so, is that on Tuesday?
It's on the
Wednesday, the 3rd.
Wednesday. Yep, on the 3rd.
Okay, so yeah, so they'll have Tuesday night off. But again, with the way the arms are right now, I don't know that it's. I mean, you need a solid break.
Yeah, and then you get that 6-day, 5-day, 6-day layover, where I was talking to the PA announcer Tom Texter. Sounds like Lou's arm's getting a lot better,
Yep.
and even getting him to throw. I mean, he said he could possibly throw in district or whenever they need him to that week that they play. That gives a little bit. Another arm that you could throw out there. I wouldn't throw him a lot, but
No, but he's and honestly, where we saw Lou really excel last year was in that closer role.
yep,
And if you can or you give him a couple middle innings where he can change the mentality
Yep.
of the hitters.
yep, exactly right.
But those are the things where I think he's done an excellent job. Now, on the other hand, you also have Jabrock's able to give you an inning here and there, and he throws
Yep.
heat when he comes.
Yep.
So now you have a righty and a lefty, and that really is a good balance off of your starters if that's the role
Yep.
they choose to go with them.
Yeah, and that's going to be, we don't know who he's going to put out there tomorrow night, if it's Jabrock or what have you, but that would be something else to see. Jabrock throwing against his former,
Yeah,
kids,
his former classmates.
friends.
Yep.
So, just something else to add to it. But
Yeah, and I guess and so since he threw Monday, I don't know if he's got pitches left
Okay. All right.
this week, so he may not. And again, I know talking with Coach Martin, he doesn't like to put guys out there in that situation
Nope.
just because you feel a little more energy, a little more fired up,
Mhm.
and it doesn't always show that then you have a good game because you're overthrowing and you're
Yeah.
trying to throw too hard.
Yep, exactly. So I have nothing else. Do you?
No.
All right.
I'm out.
With that being said, Wolverines lose another one, 11-1 to the Williamsburg Raiders. Joe and I will be back on the call for our final call of this season Monday when Don Bosco comes to town. And then we'll be looking at maybe a district game. We don't know yet. It's undecided. So with that being said, for Joe Huck, this is Brad Eichenberg. Have a good night, and we'll catch you on Monday.